Hey, what's up, y'all? So I'm pretty sure you saw that quick little video of the dash in progress. It's really easy. It's really simple. It's not as complicated as it was using OBS. As you can see probably in the video, if you were to cover on down here, that's using OBS to get rear view, where now it's much easier because you simply use SimHub and it has screen capture built in and it's very easy to use. So the first thing you're going to want to do is download this MCRC TWF rear view camera radar. You do not have to use this. You can just use the screen capture what you want on the screen, put it on your dash, your vocal, or whatever dash you may use, and then be done. So that is completely up to you what you would like to do moving forward. But I would recommend using this because you get all of the additional features and it's a really cool tool. So kudos to TWF and MCRC for creating this and using this all together. So with that being said, let's go ahead. What you'll do is you'll download it. Once you download it, it'll pop up in your files. And as always, when things are in your files with SimHub, you just simply double click on it. Once you double click on it, you're going to get a pop-up that says import into SimHub library. I've already done this, so I'm not going to do it again. Once you import it, it will show up here. Okay. It's very simple what you have to do from this point on. The first thing you want to do is going to click on more because we're going to want to edit this dashboard. Now, again, if you are creating a dashboard from scratch, you're going to go File, New Dashboard. And let's give it a name. Let's do a new dashboard first. Let's say Reverse Test Camera. We're going to hit OK. And we're going to work on this one first. So all you're simply going to do is on the left, you're going to see at the bottom left, Screen Capture. Just go and click on Screen Capture. You're going to drag this out to fill up the screen you have here. Now you can mess around with these here to move it in position. I just typically move it here. Now you can see it's already capturing something on screen. And once you do this, the first time you set this up, it's going to capture the top left corner of your screen. So I already have it capturing this piece here. So this is what it's capturing. But traditionally, it's going to capture somewhere over here on your screen. So that's literally it. We can click on Test Dashboard, and that dashboard will not pop up. And as you can see, as I move my mouse, as I move this over, it's going to capture that area of where I have screen capture located. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to head and shrink that down. Once you have your dashboard, we're going to save it. We've created it. We've saved it. The next step to do is to go, while you're in Dash Studio, you need to go to Settings. From Settings, you simply look down here. You're going to see it says Edit Area on Screen. Click on it. Now you get this really cool window that allows you to move it and decide what area of the screen you want to capture. Now, if you're using iRacing or AMS2 or ACC and you have the virtual camera LMU, depending on where you have that camera located, that's what you're going to want to capture. It's a little bit more complicated in things like AMS2 that once you tab away, the screen closes. But again, it's not hard to do because they're all typically located in the same area. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hit on cancel. Again, what you would want to do at this point is pull up your sim of choice that you're going to capture. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so like we looked at, we're going to click on this edit area on screen. Once we click on it, you get a box. Now this box is typically significantly larger and it'll be sitting over here in the top left-hand corner. What we're going to do is simply move the box where we want to, and then we want to make sure that we shrink it down so that it captures only the virtual mirror that we have here. But again, this is your area that you want to see. Now, as you can see, because we've expanded it to cover almost all of the virtual mirror, it's going to try and grab every bit of that and put it on your dash, meaning you're going to have these black bars at top and bottom. Depending on how you want it, you simply shrink it down and try and get it as close to center as you can. Now for me, I want the whole screen to be full here. So the more I shrink it down, I want this entire screen to be full. I can expand this screen to make it fill more of the area. And again, you can mess with that down here to get it into a position that you find suitable. Once you're done, you click Save. Then it's going to return you back to SimHub. What you're going to then do is go back to the one that you were editing. And that's this one here, the reverse camera. Now we can see that it's capturing something in here. I'm going to shrink this down. And now we see this is what it's capturing. This is very simple. Once you're done, you hit save, you're done. You've created a reverse camera. With that being said, you're likely going to want to again use the MCRC one that I talked about before. So let's pull that one up. So I'm going to click back on it. The only thing different here, you'll see the MCRC. This is the idle screen. We don't want to mess with the idle screen because this is for idle. This one that says radar right here in the middle, we're going to go ahead and click on that one. Now I already have the screen capture here. In order to do so, all you're simply going to do is the exact same process. So I'll go ahead and delete this one that I already have and we'll create it again. On the right hand side, you're going to see screen hierarchy. All you need to do is take and put that same screen capture by clicking on it. It's going to put it at the top. Now, what I would suggest is lock all the other screens before you start moving stuff, because if you don't, you might move things out of position. So let's get this put up in the top left corner. And again, you can edit it right here by putting zeros and it'll put it in the top left. Then we can expand it all the way down until you no longer see the red lines. Now, what you're going to see is this is now going to take the place and cover up everything. What we need to do is move it to the back of the order. So these two are behind it. We're going to move this all the way down to the bottom. So now you get exactly what you saw in the video. Now you have screen capture in the back, behind these two in front. Let's lock it. Let's file, save. Now we've saved it. That's really all you have to do. Now when you drive, you'll not only have the camera seeing what's behind you, you also will have all of the radar tricks that you get, like you see in races online. Now that you've gotten that part set, now you're going to have to choose the performance of how you want things to render. Now, again, you have different rendering options. I have mine register or render really fast at 60 frames per second, so it's as smooth as possible, and then the JPEG quality can go all the way up to 100. So again, typically you're going to use it as very fast because you're playing a game in sim racing that things are moving at you quickly. So it almost makes sense that you're going to use this in a very fast manner. With that being said, you have plenty of options to change around. You have things you can do with all the screen capture. As you know, SimHub is a very powerful tool. If you find this useful, if you find this beneficial to you, thumbs up, notifications on, subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you to the members who continue to support me. Thank you to those who continue to be part of Gray's Dynamics, and I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.